Holiness Pentecostal House of God churches. The sacred steel guitar tradition came out of the churches and to the sort of the public view relatively recently, and so it's perhaps understandable if not everybody in the audience has seen this before or heard it before. So I'm hoping, Fran, you might give everybody a little taste with your group here about what this sounds like, and then we'll ask you some questions. Yeah, play.
We're going to do a small selection called Lord, Let Me Lean on You with my sister, Angela and Tressa. Sometimes this will sound like, we can make it sound like it's singing, so hopefully you enjoy it.
That was wonderful. All right, so as Fran said, she's joined by her sister Angela Grace Russell on guitar, and the wonderful Tressa Boles right next to me on vocals. So Fran, you grew up within this tradition.
Yes.
I'm wondering if you could tell us a little bit about what it was like as a child watching some of the elders play this instrument in the church, and what drew you to the steel guitar.
Well, it all started from actually my grandmother. She actually had one arm. She had an accident, and she started a church, family church, and she was the pastor, and she had a lot of little grandchildren running around, which was us and my brothers, and she actually started playing a floor tom with a hanger, beating the drum in the church. That's all the music we had. And then she prayed and asked God to bless her grandchildren to be able to have the gifts. And we all just was able to we play by ear. So we can play with people, we just pick it up. It's a blessing. But my brother taught me, my sister Angie helped, because sometimes I would hit the wrong notes, and she has a very keen ear, and she said, nah, move it a little further. So, and then my sister Tressa stayed in the bathroom singing in the mirror and in the shower. Imagine 8 kids in one house, not that many rooms, and she stayed in the bathroom. But out of that, she became a great vocalist. And, so I thank God for that. Yes, we would travel around to different conventions, and we would watch men play. Wasn't that many women. And I just love this instrument. It was gifted to me by a gentleman by the name of Lonnie Bennett. And he saw me play, and I played a bigger one. It was a box one. And he said, how it was heavy. I was, dragging it around. He said, I'm gonna bless you with something. He sent it to my brother's house, and when we opened it up, I just cried. Because it's lighter, I'm able to handle it, and I so love to play. So.
How old were you when you first started playing steel in church?
I was 9.
You were 9.
I was 9 when I picked it up, and then my brother worked with me. He gave up his seat for me to play. A lot of men didn't like it, but I became such a good musician that we all did. We would just rotate, you know. If I had to play the drums, I played the drums. If I had to play the guitar, I played the guitars. All of us are multi-talented. So I just thank God for his gifts, I really do.
You know, listening to the group, one of the things that I noticed, because and even at this festival, there have been a number of steel guitar groups, the Campbell Brothers and Aubergine.
Yes, we know them.
And others. I think the Lee Boys were here a number of years ago. Your group in particular, you know, the steel guitar is supposed to kind of be have a vocal quality. It really sings.
Yes.
But in the group, the doubling of the actual vocals and the steel kind of merges perfectly in a way that I've never seen before. And that probably comes from the fact that you're multi-instrumentalists and you can kind of hear each other play in a beautiful way.
Yes.
When you were growing, so you said your grandmother, Bishop Ella Dupree, which is a great name, by the way.
Dupree.
I gotta say, Bishop Ella Dupree, playing the bass drum with one arm. Was there a steel guitar player in your church at the time, or was there no steel in the church at the moment?
My mother played the piano until a snake, because it was a country church around Woods. We had an outhouse, and then we had an old kettle black stove that heated the church. Then God blessed us as we grew up. We moved the bathroom in, and we got the heating system. But my mother played the piano until a snake came from under it. She took off running. She didn't want to play in that corner anymore. Yeah. So
she said, "You do it."
So
she was like,
my brother took it over, and we assisted him, and then he worked with us, and this is the product of that.
It's awesome. Yeah, give it up. So if anybody has seen you play at other places or here, one of the things that during the middle of the show is that Del comes out and kind of highlights some of the older musicians.
Yes.
This tradition goes back to the 1930s, which is relatively young in terms of American musical traditions. And he'll showcase kind of some of the styles of some of the real progenitors of this. If somebody was to say, I want to know, here's a Fran Grace tune. This is the Fran Grace style. What would we hear?
All right.
I'm putting you on the spot. I know
Yes,
that.
you are. Oh, wow. Well, my tune is well. No? This is something that I love, and the name of it is, I've been playing it since I've been here. The name of it is It Well With Your Soul? And it really touches me because we lost our mother, father, and our grandparents. So we all just kind of sticking it out as siblings. But when I hear this, it gives me so much comfort. So I'm just going to play a little bit of it. Go ahead. Is it well with your soul?